Tonight, in what's shaping up to be a razor-close election, Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump met for their first and possibly only presidential debate. Investigative reporter Zach Merchant with our 11 Alive political team joining us now with the major moments from the debate stage.
Well, political strategists we talked to today said tonight would be an opportunity for Vice President Harris to define her young campaign and also a chance for former President Trump to try to tie the vice president to some unpopular elements of the Biden administration. Here are some of the biggest moments of tonight's debate.
We know that we have a shortage of homes and housing, and the cost of housing is too expensive for far too many people. We know that young families need support to raise their children, and I intend on extending a tax cut for those families of $6,000, which is the largest child tax credit that we have given in a long time.
Everybody knows what I'm going to do. Cut taxes very substantially and create a great economy like I did before. We had the greatest economy. We got hit with a pandemic.
The first debate between former President Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris soon turned to the issue of abortion.
And I pledge to you, when Congress passes a bill to put back in place the protections of Roe v. Wade, as President of the United States, I will proudly sign it into law.
I'm not in favor of abortion ban, but it doesn't matter because this issue has now been taken over by the states.
Would you veto a national abortion ban if it came to your desk?
Well, I won't have to.
And the former president said this in an exchange about immigration.
What they have done to our country by allowing these millions and millions of people to come into our country, and look at what's happening to the towns all over the United States. And a lot of towns don't want to talk. It's not going to be Aurora or Springfield. A lot of towns don't want to talk about it because they're so embarrassed by it. In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats.
ABC News did reach out to the city manager there. He told us there have been no credible reports of specific claims of pets being harmed, injured, or abused by individuals within the immigrant community.
When we listen to this kind of rhetoric, when the issues that affect the American people are not being addressed, I think the choice is clear in this election.
One big issue that was barely mentioned, gun policy. And we want to end on this. Despite all that is said, sometimes frequently, we hear the question, how much does a debate really matter, especially when these candidates get so much press attention, so much online attention? They're always in the spotlight. We asked that question to one political strategist today. She summed up the answer like this. She said, all you've got to do is think back to the last debate right here in Atlanta between President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump to see how much things can change after debate.
That certainly is the case, Zach. Thank you so much. And there was a lot more said on the debate stage tonight. To go in depth, look for our full coverage online tonight at 11alive.com.